So I'm going to do some gesture drawings, which are kind of like contour drawings, yeah, but they're really fast, and we're trying to capture the gesture of the scene. So I'm going to use this little piece of Conte crayon, which is like a hardened charcoal, kind of part crayon, part charcoal. And I like this because I'm going to use the flat part and the narrow part. And mostly, as I draw, I'm going to be looking up at my subject, but I will be checking my page periodically. And I'm going to use the flat part to quickly get that flower head and the leaves. Then I'm pointing up to the point of my crayon to capture the contours, really, of these leaves. But also the flat part, I'll kind of be going back and forth to get this little but hopefully beautiful line variation, and a way to capture the gesture, almost like the essence of the thing, the feeling of the flower stalk, without going into every detail, but really getting a feel for the overall. So these are very quick drawings, not supposed to take too long. And then I love this bee that is, there's a few bees actually that are pollinating. So if I get a good view, I might do a quick gesture drawing of one of those guys. And one thing that's great to do is to draw things that are moving. What I did earlier was I walked around subjects and I drew them as I was standing there, just very quick poses. So now I think I'll draw this milkweed, this small milkweed, so you could see my foot. I'm sitting on the ground, but I'm going to pivot myself, and it's okay to draw on the same piece of paper over and over, even if my drawings might start to overlap. So again, I think I'll start with the flat to capture that roundness of the leaf. I'm putting in those veins, but I'm not putting in every single vein. Just trying to get the overall feel for the plant. So this is where it's almost like a speed version of a blind contour or contour drawing, but where I am looking. But mostly I'm looking at my subject, so I want to capture that as accurately as I can. And then because this leaf isn't forward in the front of the other, I make it a bit darker. But I don't overwork these drawings. If anything, this first leaf I started on is a bit overworked. And then I've run out of space, so I might draw the same subject but from a slightly different angle. I think I would have to move myself to get a better angle, so maybe I will draw some of these flowers up here. So getting the center and the petals. And then I am kind of paying attention to lights and darks to capture that gesture, but I'm also not really trying to make this a fully shaded drawing. I'm just trying to get the feeling of the piece, the feeling of that flower sort of dancing in the wind. And I'm not going back to erase, even though I'm a little sad that that line crossed over this petal, because now that leaf can start to look like it's in front of the petal. So as quickly as I can, I want to capture what I'm drawing. And this is a great way to train your eye to really keep practicing drawing what you see, not what you think you see. And part of the reason you go quickly is so you're not really thinking, you're just trying to match your eye and hand movement to the thing you're seeing. So a few nature studies from this little patch of flowers and plants.